What's going on, guys? Welcome to Bound by Flame. I've heard a lot of good things about this game, so I figured I would give it a shot. This is going to be a Let's Play, although I can't really say for sure there's going to be a full one. So I guess we'll just see what the game really is like, and if I like it, I'll play all the way through it. Just a warning, though, if I don't like it, I might not finish it. But that's really all I'm going to say. Let's jump into it. New game. I did play a little bit to see what the game was like, if it ran well, and it turns out that I'm gonna go with that weird looking hair. I like that. Turns out you can change the name for the character. His name is Vulcan. The thing is, if you change it, the voice acting, or at least it was when I first played it, doesn't change. Alright, this is still the version that is not yet fully released, so they might change some things before the full release, so ask me again. Just know there's some little issues with the voice acting in that regard. So let's go. And I'm gonna pick Recruit is easy. That's probably normal, hard, and then some like very hard. So I'll go with Hawk, which is just, you know, a balanced challenge, and it'll just be normal. So let's do it. This is it.
I doubt I shall ever forget the strange series of events that led to my meeting young Vulcan. The peoples of the world had been fearfully whispering about the Ice Lords for the past 10 years. Though, of course, they had been present long before then. The Deadwalker army, an endless horde of undead creatures under the Ice Lord's command, swept down from the mountains in the north, annihilating all resistance on the continent. Each battle only served to swell their ranks with the defeated dead, and the bloodless world seemed ready to sink into an endless ice age, where there would be no place for the living. There were a few who still tried to stand against the invaders. The elves, who had hitherto remained neutral, and the red scribes, a small group of scholars who believed their knowledge might be able to tip the scales. The scribes had recently engaged the services of a group of mercenaries known as the Freeborn Blades, a renowned company who would become even more so after these events. The Blades were to protect them while they performed a ritual which was intended to change the course of the war.
Great scouts. You can smell them from 50 yards away. So here we are. And just think, the captain wanted me to stay and set up camp. I didn't join the Freeborn Blades to stand pots and do their trades. But he knows that. He knows his men, and he knows his powder master hates just hanging around. Setting up camp. Now that's what I call being useful. I honestly believe we stay out of this damn war till the end. Well, looks like the end just showed up. The Ice Lords have really done it this time. All of Vertiel is on the brink. Nothing will stop the Deadwalkers. Soon there won't be a town left to fall back to, or even a tavern where you can spend your pay. There's no one left to turn back this filthy, stinking tide, if it were even possible. Let's hope our beloved employers can deliver on their promises. If their big ritual thing doesn't pan out, we're all gonna be left standing here with our asses hanging out. A bunch of chatty priests playing Sorcerer's Apprentice against 7 immortal mages. Sounds great. Anyhow, you have to fight fire with fire, so they say. Damn, they're here already. I better warn the others fast.
Alright, so that's the intro. It's not really that long, I guess, but I already played through a little bit of it for like 20 minutes, I want to say. To actually see if it, you know, ran well and if I could record and all that, but it's fine. The only thing that really bothered me is obviously some things with the voice acting and the, let's see, the little looting things are a little strange because you see these little piles of rocks like that one over there, and they're pretty small. They don't really, they're not really easy to see. Well, I guess they are if you really pay attention, but...
Enjoy your stroll. Get over here and tell me about it.
Alright, so that's the captain. We have a quest journal now. Talk to the captain of the Freeborn Blades. So, the Freeborn Blades are mercenaries that were hired by the Red Scribes, I want to say. I'm not really sure if that's correct, though. Red Scribes, there you go. Because they have some ritual to stop the evil army.
By the looks of you, I'm guessing it wasn't just a quiet stroll. So, what did you see?
The Deadwalkers are already close. I got one of their scouts.
God damn it, Vulcan. I've told you 100 times, recon means observing and reporting, not charging in and fighting without thinking.
I didn't want him to alert all of the others before we were ready for them.
But what if they'd have killed you? Then you wouldn't have been able to alert us before they were ready to attack us. Think for a second. God's blood. We have to get ready for them. Now that you've finally got your arse back over here, you can prepare some traps. Get Peeler to help you place them around the temple. That'll give us some time, and we'll hear them coming.
Yes, sir, Captain.
And if you have questions, you know where to find me.
I never have questions. Okay. So actually, the game does a pretty good job of explaining a bunch of stuff to you at the start. You can press... Let's see, was it down? No, that's not it. Up? Yeah, there you go. You can actually change the map to one of these big ones. Obviously, that's not very, you know, video friendly. I probably will never play with something like that, but you can do it if that's what you like. So there you go. Okay. Exploding trap. So this actually explains the crafting system a little bit. We can press X to tainted steel. What does that? Components. Raw metal. See, this doesn't work. I think it might be a little bugged because these are actually their components of, you know, you use them to actually craft, and it gives you an option to craft leather, which doesn't work. Just noticed that. Oh well, let's make 10 traps because that is the objective here.
That should do it. I'll give all these to Peeler. He'll figure it out.
And I really like the story so far. It's a little basic, but it's quite interesting.
Lend me a hand, will you? We've got to prepare the area before it gets overwhelmed with walking corpses. These are a few treats to welcome our buddies, the Deadwalkers. Booby trap all the access points, and try not to blow yourself up.
Don't sweat it, I can handle it.
I'm not kidding. If you lose an arm, it's gonna be my ass that gets blamed.
Alright. I do want to point out this game was made by, I believe the company is called Spiders, or the studio, who also made Mars Warlogs, which is also on Steam. And it's actually a pretty fun game, I think. It's obviously not, you know, AAA quality. I'm pretty sure it's sort of an indie develop. Maybe it's not an indie developer. I'm not even sure. I hope they don't see this because they're going to get really angry at me. But they actually make pretty decent games, in my opinion. I really enjoy them. There we go.
The hobblers are coming! Now!
Drive them back! We must hold the Esplanade!
Alright, so this is our first combat. Press X for quick attacks, Y for area attacks. You can press B to kick the enemy, but this one doesn't have a shield, so that wouldn't actually help me out that much. There we go.
Oh, shite. Here come more of them.
Oh boy. It actually works very similar to Dark Souls, where you can press your right stick to lock onto your enemies. If you're playing with a keyboard, you might want to look up the controls for that. But usually I prefer playing games like these with the controller. Yep. Break guard. And it's actually not an easy combat system at all. At least so far. I've only played it for a little bit, but it's not very easy. It's just good and challenging. You can parry enemies, stuff like that. Ranged attack, so okay, got it, yep. Wow, he's quick. Okay, there you go. Take him out. Work on this guy for a bit. Oh, wait. It's a ranger type dude. Take him out. So I do have a bow, but, you know, you only have 10 arrows, I want to say. I don't want to waste them. Oh boy, yep, locking on a target. But I have to say, even if you don't really like the game, in terms of, I think it's actually really good in terms of, you know, graphics. Well, it's not amazing, but it's just really good. And it runs super well. I barely ever dip below 60 FPS, which is pretty good. There you go. Got a little spooky skeleton. So spooky, okay. Some more. I have to say I'm doing pretty terribly. I'm playing on normal, by the way, so... And you're probably gonna get destroyed if you are, you know, like me, you're pretty bad at combat. When you play on hard. That is, you're gonna mess up there. Oh boy. Is he attacking with his actual arms? Because that's pretty badass. Oh, this isn't good. Controller's vibrating. That's never good. Look at that thing.
Fall back! Everybody to the temple! No!
I think it would have been pretty cool if the player was actually forced to fight that thing, like in the Souls games, but that didn't happen, sadly. Thought that would have been, you know, pretty awesome. And they got ghosts now. I also kind of like the design for the enemies. These ghosts are definitely a lot harder to beat than the other enemies I've seen so far. So kind of unpredictable. I like to just attack them once, maybe twice, and then block. Parry and counter attack, yeah, I know how it works. You actually have to press block at the right exact time that they attack you. Like that. And then you can attack them back immediately and do, you know, a bunch of extra damage. Pretty cool. It actually does reward you if you're good at the game. Which is how games should work, honestly. But the parrying, I'm not very good at it, I have to admit. But I can practice, so no worries. I'll figure it out. Hopefully, at some point.
You go see how Buffalo is getting along with the scribes. He's meant to be guarding their invoking chamber.
Huh. But, Captain...
Get out of here! And go find Pila for me while you're gone. I'll give you butt, Captain.
But, Captain, I get it.
Are you coming or what?
Alright, so we are sent off by the Captain to go find Peeler and Buffalo. There's a little hidden stuff around as well. I actually went that way by accident because I wasn't looking at the map when I was playing by myself, but it looks like there's definitely some hidden stuff around. You know, we actually leave the beaten path and just go and explore a little bit. Now, where does this lead? What's down here? Oh, it's just a dead end. Whoa, but there's items there. Gotta be some way to get to that. Anyway. Let's take a look here. We got, I want to say, yep, we got 2 side quests. One is None Shall Pass, find Buffalo in front of the invoking chamber, and a brother in danger. And where we have to find Peeler, the guy that we actually gave the traps to. So I'm actually going to start off with talking to Buffalo, because he's right here anyway. Some gold, a health potion, that's good. Hey there, Buffalo.
Is everything okay, Buffalo?
As long as I can hear them mumbling, everything is okay. One of those dead things managed to get as far as here, but I killed it before it could interrupt them.
That's good news. The captain's holding the front entry, Hawk's on the west wing, I got the east. Got any idea where Peeler is?
I think I saw him over on the east side. You should find him if you head over there.
Thanks. I hope he's still in one piece. And, you might want to check inside the invoking room. We just came across some specters. Those things can go straight through walls, and they might get in there without asking you first.
Is that so?
Yes, it is, so... Thanks. So that's really the only complaint I have about this game, honestly, from the 20 minutes I've played, so it's not really a valid complaint. But the voice acting is a little wonky sometimes. And then sometimes it's just really good again. But that's my only complaint. I'm not even, you know, that's not even like a really important thing to complain about. So this is the, I believe, the Ranger stance. Oh boy. Yeah, it allows you to dodge instead of block, and you got 2 little daggers you can attack with. Obviously, I'm just as terrible with this as I am with the other weapon, or the other stance, I have to say. Whoa, what are you doing? I was finding your buddy here. Now, you do have an extra ability, which I'd love to show you guys. Okay, health potion, I know how it works. There is an extra ability which I would love to show you guys, which is this. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna die soon. Let's actually go ahead and use that one of those potions. I have 3 of them. Ah, that's how you switch your stances. I wasn't sure about that. I was wondering about that earlier when I was playing, and I couldn't figure it out. Or didn't even try to figure it out, honestly. I also don't really know if you can switch, switch it by just pressing one button. Now, did I miss anything? Enemies actually drop these little bags with loot in them. So this is the attack with the daggers. If you hold Y, you do this little flurry of daggers, and it's actually pretty cool. Now, okay, let's see. This is where stealth gets explained, if I'm not mistaken. Because they're all looking at another direction. Okay, press that. So stealth is... Oh, there you go. Exit stealth, warrior stance. I can sort of switch that around. Warrior stance, bind to that. Look at that. Actually works. Y. And now I should be able to actually switch it by just with a button command, which is pretty cool. I like that very much. Alright, so let's start with this guy, because he's actually more of a pain to fight. No, come on. Trying to dodge it, but I'm not really sure. Sometimes they're really slow in attacking, sometimes they're quite fast. Come on, let me... The guy with the shield is so annoying. He will block anything you throw at him, pretty much. Except for, you know, when you attack his back. Oh boy. Or when you manage to dodge one of his attacks, and then you get a little space to attack him. Alright, now it's just you and me, buddy. Yep, there you go, that's how it's done. I think I did it at the right time there. So I'm not really sure when to attack with this guy, either. There's some strange patterns there. Level 2, I got some bones, some hard dust. Gain is a level, alright. Let's get right into that then. Skill, so you got Warrior and Ranger. Right now you got 2 points because I just leveled up. And I can invest that in skills like Powerful Attack, executes an attack with the equipped heavy weapon, a Circular Attack, which also would be pretty good. But I really like, I have to say, the Ranger stuff, the stealthy kind of thing. Avoid an attack. Okay, so this is actually stuff that we already have, obviously. I can increase the damage of the daggers, which is obviously pretty good. Or I can go with there's more time to riposte, where you know, jump back and it doesn't really matter if you're a little too early, I think. So that definitely seems like it would be quite useful. So I'll go with that, and I'll go with the extra, you know, rain of blades. The damage of the daggers goes up. And there you go. Now we do have 1 feat also, which you start out with exploration, combat, and crafting. But for now, oh, look at that. I didn't know there was a new one. Trapper. You use fewer ingredients to make traps. Not really useful right now. So I think I'll start off with either tough, extra health, or you earn more experience whenever you kill an enemy. That's, you know, if you pick that as the first one, it's probably going to be the best because you get the biggest bonus. So there you go. I'll take it. Alright, so there you go. Let's get this. Raw metal, tainted blood. Upgrading equipment. Ah, I did not know this. Oh, I have a cleaver now. I was not aware that I did. It's a bit better. And its speed is a lot lower, though. Guard, moon guard. Oh, this is some pretty interesting stuff right there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and actually equip this. Biting. Those are just way better, so I'll just go ahead and actually see if I can make them a little bit better. Physical damage with stealth. Let's just make them better like that. It's going to take all of my raw metal, though, so we should be sure about this one. Chance of critical hit. That would be great to have that, but I guess I'll just go with this. The double pommels of Algandar. There you go. Made it a little bit stronger. And then I'm not really sure if I can... Oh, look at that. I can actually upgrade my armor if I'd like to do so. And it actually changes it. Which is great when games actually change stuff. Resistance to poison. On a little bit of... No, that's just... Okay, extra defense a little bit. I don't really feel like I need this right now, but at least I know that the option is there and how it works. Anyway, guys... I've been going at it for a while. I will actually leave the first part here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like. This is the first part of this series, so that'd be pretty sweet. And then also let me know what you think about the game, because I'm really curious to see what people will think of the game. And I know that there was a lot of people actually talking about it, and you know that it was going to be a great game. And I actually really enjoy it, so I'm wondering what other people think. So if you could leave a comment down below, I would very much appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.